In recent years, virtual assistants have become a major part of how we interact with our mobile devices and home appliances. But how did the technology get as far as it is today? Let's find out. Now, voice recognition has been around for a long time, since the 1950s in fact. But the technology didn't achieve commercial success until around the 1990s. This included dictation software that would transcribe a person's speech via text, but it also made its way into telephone call centers run by computers that could understand responses of the recipient, for example. Alongside this was the emergence of AI clients that attempted to replicate human speech by analyzing commonly used phrases and responses and using that information to build sentences. Services such as Cleverbot began as early as 1987, releasing online to the public in 1997. These services are called chatterbots. Through a combination of these technologies, that brings us to Siri. Siri, developed by SRI International, was the first combination of digital speech recognition and algorithm-based information retrieval to make it to a consumer device via a smartphone app. The app was released in February 2010 and was immediately noticed and acquired by Apple, where they incorporated it as a standout feature of their iPhone 4S. This essentially marked the start of digital assistants as we know them today. When it was first released, Siri was praised for its ability to use local data such as calendar events, reminders, and alarms into its database. But despite this, the feature list was initially limited, and some felt that its initial catalogue of voice commands felt strict and underdeveloped. This pushed Siri to incorporate machine learning and contextual recognition into its feature list, allowing users to search for a much broader set of information as well as ask a wider set of questions. Around this time, other companies such as Google, Amazon, and Microsoft began creating their own virtual assistants, each with a varying feature list and differences in how they collect, store, and distribute user data. Google's Assistant is one of the most prominent of Siri's current competitors. But while Siri tries to store as much data as possible locally on the device, only sending things like voice recordings for deep learning-based improvements to speech recognition, Google Assistant stores, uses, and even distributes data to other companies via the cloud. And while this has played a key role in its rapid advancement beyond Siri's capabilities, this has sparked conversation over the ethicality of these practices. This is a common issue for virtual assistants. Many believe that their incorporation of voice recognition is a deliberate attempt to install always-on microphones that spy on their customers, especially with things like the Google Home or Amazon Alexa. But even with these worries, virtual assistant technology has had no trouble finding its way into every smartphone, speaker, and even television that it can, with companies still experimenting how far they can push its capabilities.